welcome back to the Court 1 action here on day 2 of the TotalEnergies BWF World Championships 2022. We're 4 games down. The last one in the mixed doubles going all the way, the distance, with Sumanti and Julie Marbella coming through 2-1. And now we turn our attention to the women's singles. And India's Saina Nehwal taking on Hong Kong's Cheung Ngan in this first round clash. Just looking at that draw, and the winner of this match will actually have a walkover because Nozomi Okuhara has withdrawn from the tournament with injury. So they will have a slightly easier route in the third round. Of course, awaiting them potentially is number 12 seed Busanan Ongbamrungpan of Thailand. But that's what's in the future. What lies ahead straight away is the first round matchup for Saina Nehwal and Cheung Ngan, both, of course, experienced players representing their nations. Nehwal having reached the finals here in 2015 and then also a bronze medalist in 2017. She's a stalwart in this tournament, if I can say that. World Championship, she's making a 12th World Championship appearance, going all the way back to 2006. For Cheung Ngan, she is also someone who's been around the block. It is their 5th meeting, this one, having met 4 times. Nehwal leads the head-to-head 3-1. Their last meeting was in the French Open back in 2019, as you just saw, round of 32, which Nehwal won in straight games, 23-21, 21-17. They also met at the Denmark Open back in 2018, Nehwal winning that one in 3. Cheung Ngan's only victory came back in 2016 at the Hong Kong Open in quarterfinals, which she won in 3. But their first meeting, incidentally, happened to be at the World Championships back in 2015, when Nehwal won that 2013, 21-9 in the second round. So, 32 years of age, Saina Nehwal, ranked 33 in the world, but she used to be a former world #1 back in 2015 at her peak from Jalalpur, India. Her 2022 form, though, has not been fantastic. 7-9. She's just won 2 of her last 5 matches. She's not been irregular on the tour this year. Been struggling with injury, in fact, for a couple of years now. And she will be hoping to put on a good showing here in Tokyo. Cheung Ngan, 29 years of age, ranked 50th in the world, and has gone up as high as 13 from Hong Kong, China. That was back in 2017 when she reached the highs of number 13 in the world. She's not played this season. In fact, her last match was in Huelva at the World Championships. And that one she got to the... She lost out in the first round to Jiang Yiman in 2 games. That was her last outing, competitive outing. To talk me through this match, and of course following matches, is a former Denmark coach, Stine Pedersen. Stine, this is really a match between 2 players who are looking to make a comeback of sorts on tour.
Yeah, it's a very unpredictable match because we don't really know where they're standing. I mean, Saina hasn't been past the second round for a long while, except for the last tournament before this one, Singapore Open. And Cheung Ngan hasn't won a match since Macau Open in 2019, and part of that is, of course, due to the close down from the pandemic, so we haven't really seen a lot of her. We don't know where she is in terms of form. Saina has had some glimpses of good play once in a while.
It's more about the consistency and about...
The consistency has been absent.
Yeah. Well,
so it's interesting to see what the two players have brought here to Tokyo.
Ladies and gentlemen, on my right, Cheung Ngan, Hong Kong, China. And on my left, Saina Nehwal, India.
So Saina Nehwal will serve
Saina Nehwal to
to
serve.
get her 12th World Championship campaign underway.
And the last time Saina played really well, that was when Marin tore her ACL the first time. That was back in Indonesia Masters 2019, where Saina won that tournament, the final on walkover, as Marin injured herself badly when she was leading 10-4.
Yeah, that was a surprise to see Saina, you know, back in her what seemed like peak form after some time. We were happy to see her back, and then since then it's again been the same story of her sort of falling off the grid.
Yeah, that's as you get older, the main thing, or the most difficult thing, is to sort of keep injury free. And there's no doubt that Saina has worked really hard throughout her long and great career. So
3-1.
let's see if there's enough in the body.
Sitting in her corner is Parupalli Kashyap, her partner, her husband, her coach.
Service over.
But Saina Nehwal's run at World Championships really has been tremendous. I mean, if you go back to the last time she'd have a first-round exit at this tournament, it'd be back in 2006 when she started her campaign. It's just wide. 3-3 now. Yep, that was the last time, 2006. The only time she lost in the first round. That time it was to Jiang Yanjiao of China, number 9 seed in straight games.
In Madrid, in Spain.
Yep. Lovely
Service over.
shot from there, drop shot
4-3.
from the mid-court for Saina Nehwal.
It's nice to see both players back here. I mean, the pandemic has definitely had its impact on
Service over.
all players, but
4-all.
you know, the lockdown has been really tough in Hong Kong, and the postponement of tournaments made it impossible for Saina to qualify for the Tokyo Olympics. She didn't participate. Cheung Ngan did play in the Olympics last year, as you mentioned.
Yep, she exited at the group stages. She was in PV Sindhu's group
Yeah.
in Tokyo. It's a nice rally.
Wide. Nope, stays in.
Just on the line.
Yeah, I
Oh.
think so too.
Saina Nehwal challenges.
Called out. She'll challenge it.
Called out.
Ooh, just out. It was the right decision. It's just
Challenge
wide.
unsuccessful. One challenge remaining.
So Saina Nehwal has one challenge in this first game as Cheung Ngan takes the lead by 2 points.
Seems like the shuttles have become slower because it seems like Saina is firing full power on her clears.
Service over, 5-7.
Look at an odd shot from Cheung Ngan. That's one of the shots that will go in the coach's little black book, saying, what about flat pressure in the backhand side? Sort of just fell off a racket.
That's nice
Service over.
from Saina Nehwal to put the pressure on the net.
Yeah,
Sorry, 8.
and a good idea to play with a little bit of deception in a front court game against Saina Nehwal. Saina, throughout her career, she's had a lot of strong areas in her game. The footwork has never been one of them. Basically, every other part of the game has been a strength, but
The movement's not been
no, the movements
the best.
have not
Service
been
over.
the best.
But what about that shot there?
Yeah, that's fantastic.
Change. Sign up.
But it is in a tournament that's missing PV Sindhu, of course, due to injury as well. It's nice to see Saina Nehwal back to add to India's hopes of going far in the tournament in the women's singles. They have some young players, of course, in the mix, but it's always good to have in the team.
Yeah,
some
but we also
experience.
saw that Malvika Bansot, one of the other Indians participating, she lost out yesterday against Dane Line Kristoffersen fairly easy. So they have other young players, but there's a bit of a distance to go yet before they're competitive on the World Tour, I think. But no doubt we're going to see some of them because the inspiration they're getting at the moment, possibly also from that beautiful smash there, is
Excellent smash. Just uses her body well, Saina Nehwal. She generates a fair amount of power as well. But yeah, you're right. There's a distance between the top Indian women's singles shuttlers and the ones who are coming up the ranks.
But that's natural when you have two players that are as good as PV Sindhu and Saina has been.
8-9.
She's slowly making her way back in this game, Saina Nehwal.
Good deception. Oh, fantastic. That's what you want to see when you put a deception on it, on your shots, that the opponent is more or less falling over her own feet.
I know. Rally. Oh, just going long.
Service over. 10-9.
But really good court coverage from Cheung Ngan there. She was moved around a fair bit. Manages to take the point and stay ahead.
Good shot.
Very high serve
Service over. 10
from
all.
the Hong Kong shuttler. And then, of course, Saina making the most of it. 10 all. That's
Service
quite
over.
wayward.
11-10 in total.
And it's Cheung Ngan who takes the narrow lead at the break. 11-10 up. It's been a close match so far, but Cheung Ngan has been leading for most of it, and she will hold on to the lead. 9 minutes played.
Court 1, 20 seconds. Court 1, 20 seconds.
Players back on court as we restart the first game.
11-10.
1 point lead for
Play.
Hong Kong's Cheung Ngan over India's Saina Nehwal. And very, very close between the two. She moves the shuttle around so well. Nehwal
Yeah,
finding the space.
with good shot quality. I think we're going to see Saina trying to gain the initiative of the rallies like always, and I think a lot of downward shots to the front court mixed with some attack on the backhand side of Cheung Ngan could be the solution for Saina, but good pace from Cheung Ngan there. That's landed in. She'll of course try to move
12-11.
Saina around the court, make it big,
Sorry.
but she's got to do it without
12.
sacrificing too much initiative. Good save.
Service over.
She was there,
12
Cheung Ngan, to
all.
make sure the point was hers. The other thing is that the slower shuttle will certainly test the physicality of both players in this match.
Yeah.
You can see both women panting a little bit.
Good clear. They're really hitting the clears, those two players here. That's well worked by Cheung Ngan.
13-12.
I actually think the Olympic qualification period ruined quite a bit for Saina Nehwal, because in the Olympic qualification period you need to play a lot of tournaments, and I don't think at her age now that her body could cope with that.
Yep.
So I think the better option in hindsight would have been to say, hey, I'm playing a little less tournaments than everybody else. If I play well enough to qualify, then fine. Otherwise, can you have a nice trip to Tokyo? I'll be watching in the telly, and then I'll be playing well in the tournaments I'm choosing to play.
Yeah.
Instead of doing that, which I understand why she doesn't do it. Of course I do. She pushed herself too much and ran into injuries that sort of went in a downhill spiral or downward spiral.
Cheung Ngan challenges called out.
It's hard to say no to the Olympics, isn't it, Steen?
Yeah, it is.
It's just out.
Challenge unsuccessful.
And that's also why I said it's, in hindsight, we're all much, much wiser.
14,
But
13.
approaching Saina ahead of the Olympics and giving the suggestions that you should just skip it if you're not really winning enough tournaments.
I don't think she'd take to it kindly.
I'm not sure you would have been asked in for a soda.
Gone wide. Couldn't control that properly.
15-14.
So Saina with the 1-point lead, which I've seen the lead exchange hands a few times. It's kind of a to and fro battle at the moment. Really nice place. Really well placed, I should say.
Yeah, but that's one of the shots where I would have liked her to kill it on the front court instead of playing that shot here, because it actually gave Saina a chance, and it also had a chance of going long.
Service over.
Couldn't get any height on that. Cheung and is left ruining her mistakes there. Still a 1-point game.
Right.
Service over. 16-all.
Not quite getting the quality of shot making we'd normally expect from these two players.
Oh, they're probably lacking a little bit of match practice. Saina not selected for the Commonwealth Games.
It called out.
And we saw it yesterday when Victor Axelsen played Darren Liu. Axelsen played the near side here, and Darren made a number of errors on that exact same spot where Saina left it here. Even though we think that the drift is coming from Saina towards Cheung Ngan.
Oh, beautiful. Very confident.
With this guys, you could see Saina's upper body was going a little bit backwards before realizing that she had to move to the front court. Oy, that's a, yeah, the shot quality is really fluctuating.
18-17.
Not necessarily seeing too many winners, as opposed to the errors that are coming off each player's racket.
Service over. 18-all.
Oh. Both players just 3 points away from clinching the first game. Question is, who's more likely to do it?
Good deception, fantastic play.
Service Service over.
Waiting for the
19-18.
exact right time. Look at this. And look at the quality of that shot, landing in the middle of that net court area there. In situations like this where we would expect Saina to utilize her vast experience and also her mentality and tactical skills. One of the very best tacticians in the circuit, in my opinion. It's gone long.
It's just gone
Service over.
out and
19-all.
I guess as the first round on court 1, we've got to balance quite a few things that come with that situation.
It's going wide. Yeah, overdid it.
It was the right idea
Service over.
from Cheung Ngan, but
20 game point.
overhit that
19.
shot, and it is Saina Nehwal who has the single game point here in this first game, pretty much going according to script, where she's
Sorry.
narrowly held the lead in the second half. Just by a point at every occasion. Hasn't been able to make it more than that.
Wide again.
That's wide. So, right at the end, it is Saina Nehwal who snatches the first game 21-19 after 20 minutes played. And they'll change ends, and it'll be Saina who breathe a sigh of relief as she takes the first game advantage.
ओए सर्विस में कितने पॉइंट देगी? तो स्लो क्या तो तेरा प्रॉब्लम क्या है? सर्विस क्यों दे रही है पॉइंट्स इतने? मुझे समझ नहीं आ रहा। क्या समझ नहीं आ रहा? थोड़ा टाइम ले। When I'm telling you don't fix on, fix on. अलर्ट रहा मैं जो बोल रहा हूँ। पागल जैसे चिल्ला रहा हूँ मैं। बैक हैंड साइड कवर कर। बैक हैंड टॉस भी जो मारी तो स्ट्रेट टॉस ही है बस। जस्ट उसको क्लिप कर, कुछ स्लो डाली तो वो इतना टाइम आ रहा कि इधर जाके स्ट्रेट पुश कर। 4 शटल अंदर खेली, स्टडी 4 शटल स्टडी जस्ट आगे पीछे
佢散波咧，佢上得咁快，所以你要知你唔好怕佢嘅。佢以前好快，但係依家唔快，只不過係佢嗰個力量仲手上嘅力量仲喺度，但腳嘅力量已經所以你要相信佢堅持咁咪而家要撐住先咯，係嘛？因為佢啲十個有你有幾多個十個？
पुलिस नहीं आ रहा कुछ भी पुश नहीं कर रहे स्टार्ट नहीं कर रहे बैक हैंड साइड पे पुश कर रहे इधर आके ये क्या टर्न योर हिप्स पता नहीं क्यों नहीं अलर्ट नहीं है बस लेजी है गुस्सा आ जाता मैं तो सही से खेल देता मुझे जीतना नहीं है क्या
Court 1, 20 seconds. Court 1, 20 seconds.
Into game 2 here in the women's singles matchup between Saina Nehwal and Cheung Ngan. Nehwal narrowly taking that first game 21-19 and will serve to get this second game underway. Hold in. On the line.
1 love.
7, 8, 9, 7, 8, 9.
Two love.
So that's a 50% shot now. She had 1 win and 1 loss on that service return. Cheung.
Lovely.
Excellent.
Just
3
cross-court
love.
net shot. Finding ample space. And you can hear Kashyap at the back constantly talking to her. Encouraging her to make her moves.
Service over. 1-3.
Tim Hay, the Hong Kong coach. That's a
Well
good
then, lovely
flat
shot.
lift there.
2-3.
She's got enough on it to find the corner.
Service over.
But it is that
4-2.
lack of consistency that's affecting Cheung Ngan a fair bit.
Yeah, I also have a feeling that she could be a little bit tired. Wow. That's a clear one long in the forehand side.
3-4.
I can't remember seeing, I don't think I've seen in those matches that I've covered anyone played long in that side in the singles.
Just gives you an idea of where the
Service
confidence
over.
of
5-3.
where
exactly.
these women are.
And also sort of the playing style, she plays really, really nice, Cheung Ngan. But in my opinion, she's lacking quite a bit in efficiency. She's very often going for the score from the backcourt, and I think it becomes too difficult. You have to go too much for the lines, and that means that you can have one match where you're playing brilliant, but then for a number of matches you can't really hit that same level. So I think it's about changing the view on how to play women's single and at a high level, and how to score points. I just don't think she's clinical enough and has the skills needed on the front court. There's a good winner from the back court, but can you imagine Okuhara or Yamaguchi on the other side with their speedy footwork?
Yep, retrieving skills.
It's going to come back.
Yep.
Beautiful play.
She finally killed it off.
Yeah,
Service
Was
over.
expecting it a little bit earlier.
but I mean, I think Saina must walk around with a big smile on the inside, because, hey, I'm playing someone who's taking me on in the clearing game, who's not really attacking my front court, or at least not with the correct sharpness. And that, I think she couldn't have asked for a better
Opponent
first
to
round
get
opponent.
7-4.
to get going in this
Yeah.
World Championships.
Another mistake after going for a winner from the backcourt.
8-4.
She's not finding her range at all.
It's also Saina's. We have to praise Saina for sort of giving that impression that you have to play it really close to the lines to score. Because she gets a lot back.
9-4.
You can see that it's almost like misjudgment and tiredness that's creeping into Cheung's game.
I don't think she's played that much badminton in competitive matches lately.
It's one-way traffic at the moment.
Yeah.
10-4, 6-point lead. Saina Nehwal. Cruise control. It's gone wide.
Service over. 5-10.
Bit of a reprieve for Cheung Ngan here. Try and get a point on her serve.
Yeah. Landed in.
6-10.
Maybe she's really struggling with the drift as well.
11-6 interval.
Cheung. 7 minutes played. 11-6 up is Saina Nehwal in the second game, having taken the first. She is right now in control of the way this match is playing out.
And next one, cross को drop डाल रही है. दूसरा time cross को down wait कर इधर ही wait कर. 100% पीछे ही आ रहा है. Backhand side से कुछ straight pass मारती है. तो backhand side toss के वापस जल्दी फट को के नीचे मार cross को. सब परसेंट खेल रही है. You are giving point.
Court 120 seconds. Court 120 seconds. Coach, return to your chair. 11-6. Play.
To get game 2 back underway. Saina Nehwal up 11-6. Lovely.
Service over.
Full stretch. Saina Nehwal couldn't make the shot, and that's credit to Cheung Ngan being able to go cross net. Still 4-point lead for the Indian shuttler.
One left
Service over. 12-7.
Saina.
You know, Steve, you've got to say that at the way this is going, Saina is looking like the likely winner. And if that is the case, she will really benefit from the fact that she gets a walkover and a break to recuperate in time for the third round.
Yeah.
Oh, beautiful. That's excellent shot making.
14-7.
She's happy with that, I'd say. Fantastic angle on that. 7-point lead now.
Good shot.
Service over.
And that's the shot she needs to make. Good margin, follow up on the front court, move Saina to the back line, again attack not with full power or anything, just quick shots, challenging the footwork of Nehwal. Played one more time at the net there. Oi.
That was quick work from Saina instead. But yeah, Cheung Ngan on the floor, almost impossible to get up and then try and make the return on that net shot. It's all Saina. He's controlling the point. 15-8.
Saina's done really well, especially here in the second game.
15-8.
Great drop shot. This is where you see the quality of Saina's shots that making the difference. Nice rally and a nice win.
17-8.
But she was a lot more aggressive in that point as well, Steen. She was obviously looking to...
Yeah, she knows that she's winning this match.
Close it out, yeah. Eventually settling for the slightly slower shot. Points up. Saina Nehwal 4 points away now from victory.
$18-8.
She's feeling good. Cheung Ngan, it's a steep learning curve, unfortunately.
Yeah, it's pretty much as we expected, that she's lacking match practice and perhaps even practice. She's got 2 strappings on her Achilles, so it's going to be interesting to see when Saina plays the 3rd round match. That's where we're going to get a good look at where she is. We can see that Cheung Ngan is lacking a bit still in her match form.
Potentially Busanan Ongbamrungpan awaiting in the 3rd round. Oh, big smash. Killed away the point. It's taken a 10-point lead. This is all but over now.
Match point.
Multiple match points here for Saina Nehwal. Will she do it the first time of asking? And she does it in style. Saina Nehwal converts on the first match point, taking the victory. 21-19, 21-9, and a short performance, especially in the second game for the Indian shuttler. Will be extremely thrilled with that, especially in the second game. She books her place in the second round, where she's gotten a walkover. Just look at that, moving Cheung around so easily. The cross net drop shot there. And through to the second round. Confirmation of scores, 37 minutes, 21-19, 21-9. She gets a walkover in the second round, and we'll be back in the third round of a World Championships very, very soon.
Challenge unsuccessful. One challenge remaining.
All right, coming up next, it's a mouth-watering clash. Rasmus Gemke, the number 11 seed, up against the man who's likely to make a comeback, Shiyu Chi, in the men's singles second round.